Now, how did you first discover Molly Williams?
I was at a local museum here. I think it's called the Hall of Flame. It's about firefighters. And so we were taking the tour, and the tour guide was really good. And he was showing us all these old fire engines that they had found, like in old barns or out by some tractor. And this family decided they were going to collect them and restore them. Beautiful brass, copper, chrome. I mean, some of them are like over 100 years old. And so as the guide was talking about firefighters, what they were doing this year, they were doing that, he kind of went through the decades. And so we went around and he was showing, here's what the firefighters would do. There was a lot of white firefighters. I didn't think anything about it. And so then toward the end of it, I said, were there any African-American firefighters during that time? And they go, we don't have a lot of information about that. And so the executive, so the executive director said, well, would you be interested in helping us? I said, I don't know, maybe I could come and talk about it. He said, we want to get more people of color coming to the museum and know that they can be firefighters. And so I said, well, maybe I can put together an exhibit. And so I thought I would start with African-American firefighters here in Arizona. I thought, okay. And then I knew one guy from my neighborhood who was a firefighter and who actually turned out to be the first African-American captain on the firefighter team here in Mesa. So I started doing the research, just looking at Arizona and looking at books and reading stuff. I'm old school, I went to the books first.
Yeah.
And so then I went online, and one of the first things that popped up was Molly. And I thought, are you serious? 1812, a Black woman firefighter? What is this? Some kind of superhero story? That's good. This can't be true. And then the next thing that popped up was your charming little children's book, Molly by Golly. I went, someone's written a book about her? So I started researching it. And then I was on eBay, and I think I told you this, someone had made an action figure, and they had the cover of your book in the background. I thought, they're making action figure about who is this woman? So that was my first encounter with her. And then I found your book, and I went to your Facebook page, and you were so kind. I reached out to you. I emailed you and said, hey, look, this is who I am. I'm a filmmaker. I'm in the early stages of developing this project. I wasn't sure if it was a documentary or what. I just needed to know more about her. And so once I started finding out more about her, I thought, there might be a documentary in this.